Basically, the long and short of my experience in health and wellness is I went to New Zealand about 5 years ago and helped launch a franchise of wellness clinics there. So we did chiropractic care, massage, acupuncture, a lot of the same stuff that the Lavender Retreat does in Virginia, actually. So I owned a couple of those businesses, and um, I was exposed to USANA about that time. So it's been about 3.5 or 4 years or so. We had been operating the wellness clinics for a little while, and I was actually training for my first amateur boxing fight, and I was undergoing a lot of physical stress. So our training regimen was very intense. We had to train we had to train 6 days a week, about 2 or 3 hours a day, and
Wow.
so yeah, it was full on. And I had just turned 30 at that time, and even though I had been an athlete, for a long time, done marathons, things like that, I had never experienced this amount of physical stress, and my body was really going through a lot. And so I reached out to a couple of friends who had been in the wellness industry for quite some time, and so I trusted them, I respected them, and a friend of mine shared about the USANA supplements, and so I really went along to a presentation very similar to the one that you'll see tonight, interested in listening for how the products could help me in my training. And so I got that in spades. I mean, I was very clear by the end of the presentation. If I was going to take a supplement, it was going to be a pharmaceutical grade supplement that was made, at the highest standards and things like that. Um, and then also by the end of the presentation, it really made sense to me from a business standpoint that if I was going to be taking the products and having the experience that I have on the products, I might as well look at the business side of things as well. And so I was on the products for I'd say six to 8 weeks, and I lost about 20 pounds during that time. Really got fit, and totally like transformed my health. Started feeling younger, just felt phenomenal. And so I just decided at that time it would be insane for me not to make these available to the people that come into the clinic for wellness. Um, and so that was the beginning of my USANA journey. I came to the U.S. about a year ago, worked for the Lavender Retreat for a while, and then in January, I decided that traditional business was no longer really what called to me, and I really like working with people. I like doing business internationally. I'm free to do business in 19 different countries, and so I decided for myself that this path made sense for me, to finally go full time. So it took me about 2.5 years or 3 years or so, to make that decision. But this is what I do now. I'm a health coach, so I work with people one on one. Do a lot of weight loss. I work with a lot of athletes on how to take them from where they're at to like the next level. Those are my two favorite things to do with people. So I'm actually just in the process of learning more advanced techniques of health coaching as well. So I'm getting my certification in that at the moment. So that's really my USANA journey slash where I'm going in the future snapshot. So do you have any questions about that before we start?
No,
Okay, cool. I think Debbie may have joined us as well. Yep,
I
Debbie,
did.
there she is.
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay, Debbie, is there anything that you want to share before you start? Because when we get started, I'm gonna mute everybody, and then we'll take questions at the end so that we can really move with a little bit of velocity.
No, I'm really just excited to have the opportunity to be part of the USANA, family, and we are using a couple of the supplements that we are loving right now and making us feel better. And obviously, Rick has been doing the reset, which I'm sure maybe or will not be discussed, but that's also for the weight loss, and he's been doing really well with that. So kudos to him on that. And I'm excited that people are interested in hearing, and I have full faith in you as a health coach and as a partner, and I value your opinion, and I'm looking forward to seeing the presentation.
Awesome. Very good. Okay, well, I'm going to just mute you guys now, and then we'll get started. I will check back in from time to time because there are some videos that are on the presentation. I just want to make sure all that stuff streams properly.
Okay.
All right.
So okay, Debbie's muted. There we go. Cool. All right, so that's USANA's symbol. So USANA is actually a Greek and Latin derivative, which means it means true health. So, and you can see that's our symbol, and the motto is your health, your life, your way. All right. So the video may lag slightly during this presentation, so if it does, just bear with me. I apologize for that. I'm still perfecting the essence of embedding video into PowerPoint presentations, so hopefully you'll be able to get the general message. So that's a little bit about USANA. So our story, we've been around since 1992. So what we'll do tonight, you'll get a little bit of history in terms of what makes us different and how everything that we do actually gives us not more than a competitive advantage to all of the other companies that are in our industry. So there's not really anybody that's even close to what we're doing right now in terms of cutting edge science in the cellular nutrition world. So first place to start always, in my opinion, when you're trying to understand a company and whether it's a product that you want to put into your body or whether it's a company that you want to align with from a business standpoint, is to really understand the founder of the company. So Dr. Myron Wentz he's the founder and the chairman of USANA Health Sciences. I've had the honor and the privilege to meet him and see him speak in person a number of times. He's a microbiologist and immunologist. He's a philanthropist. He's written, his first book was called Invisible Miracles, which is an extraordinary book about the science of cellular nutrition, and why it is that when you take care of your cells, it really takes care of your body as a whole, and a really integrative approach to supplementation, which is very, very different. And then he's also got a book called, I'm not sure if I have it here. Yeah. It's called The Healthy Home, and it's called The Simple Truths to Protect Your Family from Hidden Household Dangers. And this is the book that actually um, convinced Dr. Oz to come and work hand in hand with Dr. Wentz. And in that book, it basically goes through your kitchen, it goes through your bathroom, it goes through your bedroom, it goes through your living room, and really uncovers all the areas in which your body, excuse me, your home is actually housing a tremendous amount of toxins without people even knowing it. Right. So one of the main differences between USANA and every other company in competitor in our field is that Dr. Myron Wentz is a scientist. And so our company, as you'll see here in a moment, was actually founded on scientific principles. And the mission is actually to make the world a better place versus every other nutritional company that's a competitor for us was basically started by an entrepreneur that knew that the health and wellness industry was the next $1 trillion industry and wanted to take advantage of that reality, and so they created products in order to fulfill that need. So his vision is he dreams of a world free from pain and suffering, a world free from disease, and live life and live it to its fullest in happiness and health. So just a little bit about Dr. Myron Wentz. He started a company in 1974 called Gull Laboratories, and Gull Laboratories was world famous at that time because Dr. Wentz actually designed and created and invented the test kit for the Epstein-Barr virus. And so they were the world leader in virology, or basically they created diagnostic technologies for diagnosing disease. And in the late 80s, Dr. Wentz actually lost both of his parents to degenerative diseases, and he decided that there was a sea change that was coming in health, and people had stopped dying from diphtheria and polio and things like that. And so there was a real shift from disease diagnostics to health prevention and health maintenance. And 1992 sold Gull Laboratories for a good chunk and invested all of the money into USANA Health Sciences in 1992, and that was the beginning of USANA. 2007, he won the 2007 he won the Albert Einstein Award for outstanding achievement in life sciences. It was very simple. It's kind of basically like the Nobel Prize for achievement in the life sciences. So very big deal. Dr. Wentz is still widely regarded as one of the world leaders in cellular nutrition. 2012, we celebrated 20 years. So, again, we've been around for 22 years. It's almost unheard of in our industry. The company is publicly traded on the New York Stock Exchange. They've increased the bottom line and the revenue of the company for 20 straight years. And this September, and I've talked to Debbie about this quite a bit, we'll be opening a new market in Indonesia, and that will be our 20th market in 22 years. So USANA has not only grown exponentially domestically in the U.S., but has really, really exploded globally. And for a network marketing company that is in our field to grow at that rate is amazing. So you can see these are we have incredibly powerful people who have decided to come and work with us, both in the scientific field, in the personal development field. Dr. Oz is one of the people that are in the scientific field who's decided to partner with USANA. So USANA is actually one of the supporters of the Dr. Oz show. So we're an official partner, which means on Dr. Oz show, I think it's the first Tuesday of every month, he will take one USANA supplement and talk about how, a particular area of the body, some degenerative disease that people struggle with, and how it is that our products can actually help people deal with the health concerns that they deal with. So just this, it's a small snapshot of the amazing people that work with us. Last year at convention we had Tony Robbins. This year we have Darren Hardy, two amazing entrepreneurs to come in and work with the associates on how to have success from a business standpoint as well. And so we just have amazing partners. Again, USANA is a trusted partner and sponsor of the Dr. Oz show. The reality is that everybody wants to be healthy, and it makes every day better and allows us to really love life. And that's why we offer, as you'll see, a variety of products that support each of the systems in your body. And that's for people that have all kinds of lifestyles. You'll see that there are Olympic athletes that take our products. There are high-end athletes, NFL athletes, NBA athletes. So big time athletes take our products, as well as we have prenatal vitamins, vitamins for children. So people who are anywhere on the range of the spectrum when it comes to health, we have a little bit of something for everybody. So the reality is that the 5 leading causes of death in the U.S. are all degenerative diseases. So cardiovascular disease, cancer, stroke, respiratory disease, diabetes, all of these are major killers in the U.S. and worldwide. So it's not just a U.S. thing, but these are all degenerative diseases. And degenerative disease means, it happens slowly over time. And the main causes are inflammation, and what causes inflammation is oxidation. So as the body goes through the process of oxidation, it causes inflammation, which causes degenerative diseases. And even though there are, some hereditary aspects to a lot of these diseases, they're primarily lifestyle disease. And what that means is, even if someone does have a hereditary condition, to a large degree, the acceleration of that disease, or the onset of that disease, or whatever maintenance is required for people that are dealing with it is primarily lifestyle dependent. And so one of the things that we really focus on in our business, as much as the medical partners that we work with and the people that we work with from a customer standpoint, is really healthy lifestyle modification. And I'm sure Debbie can share a little bit more with you, maybe after the call or later. She's taking the Reset program, which is a comprehensive, holistic detox for the whole body. And we're doing calls every Monday night, and I work hand in hand with a couple of certified health coaches. And we really work with people on how to make healthy lifestyle modifications in their life, primarily with food, and then adding supplements to the food, and then also, how to detox your house, and how to, use skincare properly, meditation, how to relax, do things that can really support your body's ability to really heal itself from a really holistic standpoint. So you can see here, healthy on the left are healthy human cells in the culture. In the middle, same cells after they've eaten a meal of some sort of saturated fatty foods like a KFC or a McDonald's. And then on the right-hand side, you see the same cells when oxidation defense mechanisms are included, either prior or after the consumption of a fast food meal of some sort. So you can see how just the structural integrity of the cell is actually maintained at a much higher degree when you're able to include some sort of oxidation defense mechanism, whether it's eating high levels of leafy greens, vegetables, fruits, things like that. And then also, as you'll see, one of the things that we really support, obviously, is the use of antioxidants and supplementation to give your body what it needs from a nutritional standpoint. And so the best thing to do is to eat well and eat in what we call Technicolor. And, that means eating a lot of leafy greens, eating a lot of vegetables, eating a lot of fruits. But the reality is that this day and age, because of the soil depletion and the low quality of a lot of the fruits and vegetables that you find in the grocery stores, the amount of food that you have to eat is far exceeds what it used to be when our grandparents were around, for example. And that's one of the things that we really focus on when we focus on the nutritional side of things, when we work with people personally, is that as much as we want to say, food heals, and I do believe that at a very core level, it's very, very hard to get the amount of proper nutrition that you need to function at an optimal level, with just the food that you eat. And we will make a distinction between, what they call the RDA, the recommended daily allowance, and what we suggest, or what I suggest, which is optimal nutrition, which means a much higher level of the fruits and the vitamins and minerals that your body can consume. So you can see you'd have to eat approximately 22,000 calories and spend more than $33 a day just to get the same amount of nutrients that you find in the daily dose of the USANA Essentials. And just a very quick look at the amount of food that you'd have to eat, it's pretty clear to me that it makes more sense to eat well, eat proportions that are good for your body, and then to supplement it with a really good supplement. But the choice is yours. This is just our health pack. This is something that we put in the weight loss program as we have people go through the weight loss program. It's basically the Essentials, which is our flagship product. It's the multi-mineral and the chelated, and it's the mega antioxidant and the chelated mineral that they need in order so the chelated mineral basically activates the antioxidants. And then the active calcium is a synergistic balance of vitamin D, calcium, and a number of other products that are in there that really need each other in order to function properly. And then the AO booster is an antioxidant booster. It's got a lot of resveratrol in there. So again, just an added kick for people who really, really, really want to boost their immune system and get their body working at an optimal level. And by optimal, we essentially mean we ask people to take the supplements in the morning and in the evening. So in the morning, so that your body has the nutrients that it needs to work at the highest level possible during the day. And then generally we have people take the supplements again as they consume their evening meal as well, so that when they do sleep and their body goes through the natural restorative period, they have the right amount of nutrition in their system during that process to help aid it in recovery as well. And actually, for me, when I first started taking the products, the thing that I noticed the fastest was after about 3 or 4 days of taking the health pack, because the active calcium actually has magnesium, vitamin D, and calcium in it. The magnesium is beautiful for helping the relaxation of muscles. And I started, even though I had tons more energy during the day, I started sleeping really well at night as well. This is just that you can see a range of the optimizers that we have. You can see they're color coded for convenience. So for people when they first start, or for customers as they first get started, they get acquainted with our products, they're actually color coded. So you can see cardiovascular, nervous system, cellular system, skeletal system, endocrine system, and digestive system. So, and what that means is it just allows people to identify. So you can see the one in the middle to the left there, the Biomega. People will know, because that's orange and yellow, that it's good for your cellular system. So it's good for brain health. It's good for heart health. It's good for, well, it could even be cardiovascular health, but.
You've probably heard of these exotic berries before, touted as newly discovered nutritional superfruits. But you may not realize that grapes have been studied for thousands of years and were the ultimate superfruit before the term superfruit even existed. That's because the seeds found in grapes contain bioflavonoids, which exhibit incredible antioxidant properties that support many functions throughout your body. USANA combines grapeseed extract with a unique blend of free radical quenching vitamin C to create Proflavanol C100, a powerhouse supplement for full body antioxidant protection. Proflavanol C100 also supports immune function, helps maintain healthy looking skin, and preserves the health of your cardiovascular system by promoting healthy circulation, strengthening your blood vessels, and helping you maintain healthy, normal cholesterol levels. And get this, USANA is one of the only manufacturers in the world capable of combining these ingredients in the most effective way through state-of-the-art nutritional hybrid technology. This allows vitamin C and grapeseed extract to work together and deliver even better results than if the two ingredients were used separately, proving that 1 + 1 equals so much more than 2. So join the millions of people around the world, including over 600 elite athletes who trust their health to the worldwide leader in personalized nutrition. USANA. Your health, your life, your way.
I just want to check in with you guys. Are you able to hear the videos okay?
Yes, I'm hearing it fine.
Okay, Stacy, are you all good there? What'd she say?
I don't know. I don't see her. Maybe she.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
You can hear me now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can you hear?
Yeah. I said yeah.
You see the
I
video?
can hear everything.
Okay. Okay. Good. Okay. Cool. All right. Well, that was just a little snapshot of the proflavanol C, which Debbie's actually learned a lot about. But in terms of, let me just bring back the little. Whoop. Not sure what happened there. Okay. In terms of uh, the doctor that you're working for being an OBGYN, that's actually the product that he uses as his, when he does his presentation, it's his favorite product. So he's the one that's really gotten me very present to the proflavanol C and the impact that it can have on people who have cholesterol issues and how to get the right numbers in that area. And that was really the product that he started using with his clients in order to get them a lot of the results that they wanted to get from some of the other things that he was prescribing as a doctor. Now we can't make any sort of medical claims in terms of what the supplements are able to do. But one of the things that separates USANA from all the other nutritional companies in the world is that we are FDA approved and we used the good practices of pharmaceutical grade manufacturing, which means that our supplements are made at the same manufacturing standards as drugs that are made, and you'll actually find USANA products in the PDA, the physician's desk reference, if you look under the specific supplements. So if you look up essentials, for example, you'll find USANA products. And so it's a huge advantage when you're working, with medical professionals and you're trying to explain to them why it is that supplementation is by and large unnecessary if you're taking food grade supplements. Because your body doesn't absorb them, they're not bioavailable. But when they come in the pharmaceutical grade form, they all of a sudden turn into something that's extraordinarily effective at helping with a lot of the health issues that people deal with on a day-to-day basis. So the proflavanol C is just one that is I was introduced to by Dr. Ladd McNamara, who's USANA's OBGYN, and he talks about just the transformative nature that it had on his life and really made a huge impact on his decision to walking away from practicing medicine full time and actually working with people on more of a one-to-one health coaching type of relationship and using proflavanol as the main vehicle for helping people with cholesterol and a lot of the issues that they were coming to him prior. So this is the health assessment. I don't know if Debbie's asked you to take this or not, but it's just an amazing tool for the associates, because anybody that comes to them and say you're not a nutritionist, or you're someone who is really new to the business, or you've been around the business for a while and you just don't know a ton about all the different areas of the products and what they do in your body and things like that. It's a great tool. You just give it to people. They go on, and it takes about 10 or 15 minutes to fill out the True Health Assessment. You write down what you eat from a food standpoint, and you put in what you do from an exercise standpoint, how much water you drink, do you have fillings, what kind of medical things do you have in your family from a hereditary standpoint, and then sort of where you're at, your own objective opinion about where you're at from a health standpoint, and then where you'd like to be. And then what the True Health Assessment does is it pumps out a 3-page resource that gets emailed to you, and it goes over your top health risk areas. So if you're someone, for example, that doesn't take a really good fish oil and doesn't eat well in particular areas, you may be more prone to dementia, for example, which they're calling, basically type 3 diabetes. Or it just goes over all your risk areas, and then it gives you, from a lifestyle standpoint, just some ideas of things that you can do to help improve your overall lifestyle, and then also the top 10 or 15 products that USANA offers that directly correlate to some of the areas at which you're at most risk. It's just a customized health pack, and what this is as you get that printout of all the supplements that are that address your specific needs, you can actually create a health pack, which is an AM and PM pack. So they come out in little packages like this. I don't know if you can see my screen or not, but you can choose what supplements go in here. So I got a perflavanol C, 2 mega antioxidants, 2 hepacils, which is a liver supplement, and the chelated minerals. And so I take this at night because the liver supplement is very good for helping regenerate the liver at night. And then in the morning, I take my fish oils and my coconut 10 for cellular energy and things like that. So you can actually change your AM and PM pack based on what you want to happen, in your body physiologically. And they send a box of them to you, and you just tear them off as you go. And if you're someone who travels a lot or you're on the go a lot, you can tear off the morning and the night, and you take the morning in the morning with your breakfast. And then, if you have to be away from home in the evening or whatever, you have a convenient pack that you can just open, and you don't have to take, your entire box of supplements or your containers of supplements with you at all times. We got USANimals for kids, Body Rocks for teenagers. We have a prenatal vitamin. Dr. Lyle McWilliams created a book called The NutriSearch Comparative Guide to Supplements, which he goes over 1,600 different nutritional supplements in the U.S. and in a number of other different parts of the world. And USANA has won the gold medal, I think, 8 years in a row. So that's a really good. I don't know if Debbie, I'm not sure if you have one of those yet, but it's a really good companion just for people to actually look up and see, oh, well, what supplement am I taking now if they are taking one? How does it rank against GNC, against USANA, against some of the bigger name supplements out there that actually are vastly inferior when it comes to the quality of the nutrition that's in there. And there's just some examples. So you can see popular ones: 1 a day, 50 plus advantage, 1.5 stars. Herbalife, which is, a lot of people think it's one of our main competitors, but their product are very, very vastly inferior because all of their manufacturing is done overseas. USANA is the only company that I know of in our industry that actually manufactures all of their products in the U.S. and oversees every aspect of the production of their products, from the sourcing of the nutrition to the bottling of the product to the delivering of the client, the user, at the end as well. So we actually oversee every single aspect of that product. These are just a little bit about the foods. I actually have a video that will talk about the science of the reset, but the program that we're doing now that Rick's started last week, we've got a lot of people that have been on the program for about 2.5 weeks now. We've got a lot of people who have amazing results already. We got one guy who's lost 13 pounds. good friend of mine from college has lost 9 pounds. He's cut his antidepressant medicines in half. Feeling great. He got rid of he took Zantac for acid reflux for about 3 years, every single day, and he's now completely off of that medication as well. So there's just a lot of things that it brings to the table.
Hi, I'm Brian Dixon, USANA's Executive Director of Health and Science Education. If you're watching this video, you're probably interested in learning about our Reset Weight Management Program, which is great because that's exactly what my role is at USANA, to educate people on the development, effectiveness, and science behind our line of nutritional supplements and weight management foods. So let's jump right in, shall we? First of all, Reset is no diet. It's a manageable guide to a healthy lifestyle that just happens to be convenient and delicious. The entire Reset program consists of 3 phases, and this kit is the first one. We call it the Jumpstart phase. It's been scientifically designed to break you of your unhealthy eating habits by giving you 3 delicious, low glycemic shakes to drink as meal replacements and 2 protein snacks or nutrition bars to eat every day. We also encourage you to eat 2 healthy, low glycemic snacks a day. On this program, for best results, you will also want to get at least 30 minutes of exercise and 64 ounces of water per day. After 5 days in the Jumpstart phase, you should experience a significant reduction in cravings for sweet and salty snacks. Not only that, during this phase of Reset, most people tend to lose around 5 pounds. This program is about helping you to kick carbohydrate cravings and keep your glycemic levels under control. With Reset, you have a nutritionally balanced program that provides important macro and micronutrients such as high-quality protein, good carbohydrates, healthy fats, vitamins, minerals, and antioxidants, all in a package that's low in calories. Oh, and did I mention that it also tastes great too? Okay, so if you're asking yourself why you should care about your glycemic levels, let me tell you, because it's crucial to a healthy lifestyle. The glycemic index is a ranking of carbohydrates on a scale from 0 to 100, according to the extent they raise blood sugar levels after consumption. High glycemic foods are those which are rapidly digested and absorbed, resulting in a huge spike in blood sugar levels. Low glycemic foods, by virtue of their slow digestion and absorption, produce gradual rises in blood sugar and have proven benefits for health. Low glycemic diets have been shown to improve glucose handling and lipid levels in people with both type 1 and type 2 diabetes. And they also have benefits for weight control because they help curb appetite, reduce cravings, and delay hunger. Low glycemic diets also reduce insulin levels and can improve insulin resistance. Hopefully, this explanation gives you a better understanding of the importance of not only the Jumpstart phase, but the Reset program as a whole. Now let's move on to the second phase of Reset, the Transform phase. During this phase, instead of replacing every meal and snack with USANA foods, you'll replace 2 meals a day and 1 snack with USANA foods. For the other meal and snack in your daily diet, choose healthy food options like whole grains, fruits, vegetables, and healthy lean meats, of course paying close attention to your portion sizes. You can stay in this phase as long as you'd like to achieve your ideal weight. And finally, once you reach your goal weight, you want to maintain the healthy lifestyle you work so hard to attain. This is where the final phase of Reset comes in, the Maintain phase. To maintain your weight, simply replace any meal throughout the day with a NutriMeal shake. So there you have it. Reset is a simple program and it works. Oftentimes, weight management can get complicated and confusing, but that's why Reset is so effective. It's a program that limits your calorie intake without compromising the quality of those calories. You're getting delicious foods packed with nutrients that are satisfying. You'll feel motivated because you're fueling your body with healthy nutrition that leads to results and helps keep you on track to a more healthy life.
Boom. All right. So I love the Reset program. It's a huge part of my life. I use the products every single day. I usually have 2 shakes a day and 1 bar. So I'm sort of in between the Transform and the Maintain phase at all times. And that's not because I want to lose weight, but it's because that's the balance of using the foods that I found has really helped me get my body weight down to what I really want, and it allows me to be as active as I want. So I work out very hard. I go through, periods of time where my training is extremely intense, and I never experience having a lack of energy or anything along those lines. So it's a balance that really really works for me. So it's something it's a big part of my life, and I like to work with people as they go through the reset program personally, and work with them on healthy lifestyle modification. So that's a big part of my health practice as well. We have a line of skincare as well. So this is sort of a new world for me. I mean, it's in a very exciting side of it for me. I was in the business for probably about a year before I really, really learned about the science of skincare, because I didn't really occur to me to really pay much attention to that until I went to a presentation by one of the women that are in our business, and she talked about um, topical nutrition, and that the idea that your skin, as the largest organ on your body, is basically everything that you put on your skin is absorbed within 2 minutes. And so it's actually incredibly important that what you put on in your hair, and what you put on your skin, and what you use from a personal care standpoint is actually a huge part of making sure that your body doesn't get full of the toxins that are what rid a lot of people. And so, and she said to me, I'll never forget this, and I always share it with people, that you should be able to eat your skincare line. So it should come in a way that your consumption of it would actually not be harmful. And it's just not the case. Skincare is actually the same as supplementation in the US, in the sense that there is no regulatory body. So there's no regulation of what actually goes into the products. And so, our toothpastes are sooty because they're full of sodium lauryl sulfate. And anything that foams up or has those suds, it's full of sodium lauryl sulfate. And it's something that companies started using years ago because Americans got used to the sensation and the experience of the suddiness and the foaminess. But it's also a class 6 poison, and it's in like pretty much every toothpaste, shampoo. It's in Johnson and Johnson, which we put on kids. And so there's a huge market out there for people that can use really high quality skincare that's got a ton of integrity, uses no parabens, so it's completely paraben free, and it's totally self preserving. So it uses vitamin C and grapeseed extract and a number of other things to maintain a 2-year shelf life. So it's an extraordinary product. I use it every single day now, and I get comments a lot on my ability to look youthful even as I age. This is another product that I started using. I was very, 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 very skeptical of energy drinks, and because they're just full of, just toxic poisons and high levels of sugar. And the Rev 3 is amazing. Rick can talk about that. He can speak to that. I'm sure I have some around here somewhere. Yeah, I got the little sachets here, and it comes in cans as well. The caffeine in the Rev 3 comes from white tea, green tea, ginseng, rhodiola, and the cans actually have L-carnitine for athletes who really want that recovery after their workout. It's just a phenomenal product for maintaining those energy levels without having your coffees and things like that are artificial energy producers. This is just a little bit about the use of vitamin C and active calcium as you go through the weight loss process. It really helps get rid of the visceral fat, which is the dangerous fat that's around the organs. Not all fat is bad. Not all fat is created equal. It is important for people to understand that the visceral fat, which is the fat that is around the organs, is really that's the fat that will shorten your lifespan, really create health complications. And so anytime you're going through a weight loss process, really, really good to take calcium and vitamin D as well. Biomega is my favorite supplement.
Fish. You know they're good for you. They have awesome benefits. And if you eat the right fish, they can support your cardiovascular, brain, eye, and joint health. That's because they're loaded with omega-3s. But here's the catch. To get the recommended amount of omega-3s each week, your diet would need to consist of fish, and more fish, which unfortunately can also contain dangerous contaminants like mercury. As a result, it can be difficult to minimize these hazardous toxins while still getting the right amount of omega-3s your body desperately needs. That's why you need USANA's Biomega, the perfect combination of both EPA and DHA omega-3s in a safe, pure formula with no detectable contaminants. That's because Biomega undergoes an impressive double molecular distillation process. In fact, it's been tested and certified by NSF International, a leading provider of independent product test results. And because Biomega is manufactured through sustainable practices and renewable resources, you can feel good about taking a supplement that doesn't harm the environment. And get this, compared to other products on the market, Biomega is fortified with vitamin D, has no fishy aftertaste, and provides more than 1,000 milligrams of EPA and DHA in only 2 capsules. USANA's Biomega, the best fish oil product you can choose to support cardiovascular, brain, eye, and joint health. So join the millions of people around the world, including over 600 elite athletes who trust their health to the worldwide leader in personalized nutrition. USANA, your health, your life, your way.
So that's just an indication of the Biomega. It's my favorite product. I mean, the more and more evidence comes out is that fish oil, high quality fish oil, which means at least double distilled with no heavy metals and things like that, is just an unbelievably important supplement to take, because we need what's in them, and in order to get them from a natural source, a lot of times it comes with toxins that sort of counteract against the positives that come from fish oils. But because of the nature of our diet and the disproportion of the omega-3s and the omega-9s that are so important, we just don't get the brain health and the emotional health that we could be getting from the food that we're eating. And so, people that struggle with some, maybe some emotional issues, kids that have ADD, brain health, just the whole thing. Omega-3 supplements are just amazing. I'll just leave it at that. We have a $1 million athlete guarantee, which means if any athlete were to be caught with any banned substance that they could trace back to USANA, we give them a $1 million, up to $1 million. And that's why we have over 800 athletes that are with us at the moment. Olympic athletes. We are the sponsor of the Women's Tennis Association. Like I said earlier, NFL athletes, NBA athletes. A lot of athletes don't take supplements at all because their body is their business. And if they were to get caught with any sort of banned substance, which if you're taking a food grade supplement from the pharmacy or the grocery store, you just never know what's in them. And so a lot of them will just opt not to take supplements. And that's why USANA has far and away the most high-level athletes that work with our company, because of the quality of the products. We don't pay any of our athletes. Most of them don't even get products from us complimentary. A lot of them are distributors. They come to our convention and share all the time the way that these supplements have transformed their athletic performance.
There's no way I could serve a tennis ball over.
Skip some of these. So we'll just get to the that's basically the health side of things. So there is a business side of it as well. I just want to check in with you guys and see if you have any questions about the health portion.
I do not have any. I'm looking forward to taking a couple other supplements, so I'm going to get on the Omega. I'm not on the Omega yet. What? And I am interested in that book that you were talking about with Lyle McWilliam as far as the nutritional supplements.
Oh yeah, yep. The nutritional. It's NutriSearch Comparative Guide. I have a couple of them. I can give you. They also they sell. They're all. You can buy them on
Amazon. Yeah.
Okay. I think they're like $12 or something.
Oh, that's reasonable. Plus, I was interested in that one you had behind you with about the family and the toxins in the house.
Yeah, the healthy home. I actually got this from Dana, who's our one of the people that's in the Maryland leadership team. The book is amazing. I got so much from the sleep section. It tells you a lot of things that you can do in your bedroom to help you maintain
Have,
better sleep cycles. So
yeah,
just an amazing book.
that'd be awesome. So far, I like watching the everything. I've seen a lot of these sites before, but it's like I pick up little things here and there that I didn't really necessarily catch the first time go round or the second time go round. So I'm enjoying watching it again.
Yeah, repetition is the mother of skill.
For sure.
You have any questions, Stacy, or is there anything that stuck out for you?
No, actually, I thought it was interesting that there's a line for children as well. That's really interesting.
Yep.
But yeah, everything's great so far.
Cool.
Yes, Stacy, I'm going to have the boys. We just ordered the boys, and I think they just came in actually yesterday. The vitamins. The
Yeah.
teen, so the boys will have the teen vitamins as well, and be starting on those.
Yeah, I think it would be good for Jacob too because of his digestive problems.
Oh man, the products that we have for digestive issues are amazing. One of the things that we really focus on when we do the reset program is gut health and how key it is for your immune system, your emotional health, and why it is that a lot of your a huge chunk of your health actually is maintained in your gut. So that's for sure. All right. Well, I will just carry on here. We'll plow through the wealth section here and go through some of this part of it as well and talk about the business, and then we'll wrap up with any questions that you might have. So obviously you can work a 9 to 5 job, but the question is, will that give you the quality of lifestyle that you want, or are you looking for something that's a little bit more exciting, something that may be off the beaten path for most people, and is actually an opportunity for you to not just work in order to get paid, but actually love what you do. So watch a short video here.
Yeah.
You guys all wrapped up?
Yeah. Thank you. I got it.
Wait. Were you paying? What's up with that?
Yeah, I'm paying. That's what's up.
No. Last time you paid, you're getting an allowance from your mom.
That may be true, but I got it. Don't worry about it.
So you're making money with this vitamin business thing.
We're not here to talk business, bro.
Come on, give me the spiel. Come on.
I gave you the spiel 2 years ago.
Come on, you weren't buying 2 years ago.
Oh,
Come on.
all right. Okay, all right. You got me. Okay, you ready?
I'm ready.
See this?
Yeah, it's a vitamin. Congratulations. You got a garage full of them.
No, it's not just a vitamin. You can't get this in a store. This is different. This vitamin started with a really smart guy. Like not a fancy businessman either, a humanitarian, world famous microbiologist. For this guy, he gets all teary-eyed when he looks at a healthy cell through a microscope. He is on a mission. So he gets together with all these other super smart people from around the world. And these people know what the human body needs to stay healthy. It's about finding nature's balance, right? So they put the best science to work creating products that give all the different cells in the body what they really need. But he's got to make sure the ingredients are pure and effective. So he builds these crazy high-tech labs to test everything. And then he's got to make the products. So he builds his own state-of-the-art production facility to make sure it's done right. It is amazing. You should see this place. And next thing you know, boom, we've got the highest rated products in the world, the #1 products. Some of the best athletes in the world are using this stuff. We're talking world champion boxers, Olympic gold medalists, Grand Slam winners, pro skiers, X Game winners.
Okay, so why can't I get this in the store?
Okay, Zach, you have a vitamin shelf at home, right? And it's probably full of bottles with fancy labels on the front and a bunch of numbers on the back that you don't understand. Am I right?
Yeah.
See, that's the thing, Zach. I've never had a garage full of vitamins. I get a fresh supply delivered to my house every month. It's got my name on it, bro. The supplements in there are customized just for me. That's what I need for my life. You can't get that in a store. Lisa's got her own. There's even special ones for the kids.
All right. So what about the money? I mean, there's no way you can sell enough of these products, as awesome as they are, and make a living.
You're right, I can't.
But
I'm part of a team, right? I work with other people who love the products, and they're out there sharing them. The company gives us all kinds of crazy support. And whenever anyone on my team sells a product, I earn a commission.
nice.
Yeah.
Okay, so what about you? I mean, you have to sell these products too, right?
Well, I think I just did.
Maybe.
Oh, come on.
Maybe.
Oh.
Maybe after you buy me some dessert.
Oh, okay. It's going to be like that. Okay, all right.
No. Okay, so what about Lisa? I mean, doesn't she get upset you doing your vitamin business thing at night?
Oh, are you kidding me? Lisa would kill me if I worked at night. I quit my job a year ago, Zach.
What?
Yeah. You didn't know that? Yeah. That's what I'm talking about. This is not just a vitamin, right? It's a lifestyle, a USANA lifestyle. My health, my finances, and my time the way I want them. I even look better.
You're just getting weird. Hey, give me those.
Those are mine. They have my name on it. Want some dessert?
All right, so that's just a little. I love that video because it really sort of captures my experience in a lot of ways. Um, the business that we have is really, it's about sharing with the people that are in your life. So your mother, your parents, your friends, your the people that are in your life. It's very similar to you go to the movies and you see a movie that you really really like. And the first thing that we want to do as human beings is tell people about this amazing this movie that we saw, or we go to our favorite Mexican restaurant, or whatever it is that you like, and we get really passionate about things that make a difference for us, or things that we really enjoy, and we are sharing people. So I'm sure Debbie has shared with a lot of people about her experiences at Lavender Retreat and things like that. And the reality is that a lot of retail businesses are dying because the best form of business is word of mouth. It's about social proof. It's about people who have used the product, had a particular result with the product, and then they share it with the people in their life. And so that's the way business works these days. I mean, people trust the people that are in their life. They want to shop online, and it allows a particular lifestyle that a lot of other professions don't allow, because they're using an antiquated business system. As we'll see in a minute, Robert Kiyosaki, who is the most widely read person in the financial literature, calls network marketing the business of the 21st century for exactly that reason. People want to work on their own schedule. They want to be able to travel. They want to spend time with their kids. Whatever it is that they want to be able to do that, and they want to be able to do that in the convenience of the way that they want to do it. And so the important thing is, do you have the right company and the right products? And I think, at least what we've tried to show up until now, that the answer to both of those questions is absolutely. And so I want to go over very quickly sort of what network marketing is, what it isn't, and things like that. So network marketing is the fastest growing method of business in the world. So the old idea of Amway and of what network marketing is considered by a lot of people is just not the reality anymore. The industry itself has transformed from the inside out, and so it's very very different than what people's conceptions of it are. You can see 90 million people are involved worldwide. Some of the people that believe in network marketing, Robert Kiyosaki, like I just made reference to, the richest people in the world build networks. It's the highest paid skill on the planet, is actually being able to share and build networks. And what that is about team building. It's about being a part of a group, and it's about sharing in a vision that you believe in and that you care about. And if you find the right company and the right types of products, that becomes a very easy process, and it becomes a very rewarding and fulfilling process as well. You can see Warren Buffett, billionaire investor, net worth of $47 billion. He actually owns a network. No, he owns 15 network marketing companies, and he said they are the best investment that he's ever made. And actually, USANA is number 2 on the top 200 best companies to invest in for long-term growth by Warren Buffett, who is considered by almost basically unanimously as the best mind on the planet when it comes to investment strategies. I'll leave Donald Trump alone at the moment. Sandy Bockins, every North American taxpayer who works a full-time job and does not have a side business could be overpaying their taxes to the tune of $3,000 to $9,000 a year. This is very, very real, and it's a part of this business that I think is under considered by the people who actually do it. My fiance, who lives in New Zealand, she only made, I think she made about two or $300 in the business last year, but she got back $8,000 in taxes in her first year in the business, and then just a little bit less than that this year. But she made even though she hasn't really worked the business very, very hard up until this year, she's gotten the benefits of the tax breaks. And what that means is square footage of her home that she uses for presentations all of a sudden becomes a tax break. The car, the internet, the televisions, if you use that for the business, just the tax breaks that are available and given by the government for people who are willing to be entrepreneurs and start their own business is extraordinary. So that alone, just in the money that you can get, that you can save in your taxes, you can get like a 400% income return on investment, just from the tax breaks alone. Won't go into any of this. So the question is network marketing the ideal business? Yes, you can make lots of money. Yes, it's very, very low risk. There's very, very low setup costs in comparison to because what a network marketing company basically is, it's like an online franchise store, except for it costs like $70,000 to $100,000 less. You don't have staff, no overhead, no training. You don't have rent. I mean, the reason why I sold, I got out of traditional business basically and have completely given myself over to this way of doing business is it just makes sense. You don't have the stress and all of the other things that comes from a day-to-day, a 9 to 5 job or a traditional business. This is much more fun for me. So the idea is there, and the option is there, available for people. Most people start off full time, and then if they decide they want to do it full time in the future, they have that availability and that option based on how hard they work. Like I said, it's just like referring people to your favorite cafe or to your favorite movie. USANA believes in word of mouth marketing, and one of the big differences between, so say you like a ginseng and not a ginseng, a GNC and a USANA, for example, is that GNC spends like between 40 and $100 million a year on marketing, and people to help them pay athletes and people like that to help them promote their products. And USANA doesn't have a marketing budget. So the marketing budget for USANA is actually its distributors. So it takes all of that money that it would have used to do paid advertising and do all of that type of thing, and it invests it in the best form of advertising, which is word of mouth advertising coming from people who have actually had transformations or great results on a product. So 6 different ways to earn. I think the biggest thing that I like is that you can actually get paid 15% of the people that you bring into the business. So USANA gives you a lifetime matching bonus for the people that you bring into the business personally and are responsible for training. You get an additional 15% of their sales. So, for most people that are out there, the idea of your company paying you an additional 15% of the person's salary who you trained when they first came into the business would be just a crazy notion. So you can sell the products retail if you want. I don't train people to do that. I don't do that personally. We work as a team and we just share products with people. They purchase it by themselves online, and then we make a weekly commission off of that. So I do work with a couple of spas and clinics and things like that do sell retail, but by and large, that's not a big part of it. That's pretty much it. So how it works, you talk to the person who invited you, you decide, which option is best for you. You open up a business and then you get started. So, if it's something that does interest you, the way that works is you would basically work with me and Debbie, and I would train you guys at the same time, and we would build our business together.